Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Marietta here, back with another video. It is 7:07, y'all, and I was gonna go outside, but it is way too hot outside. It is still 83 degrees, and the humidity is way up there. I mean, it's steaming, still hot outside. But anyway, I got myself a protein shake, and I'm gonna sit here and have some conversation with y'all while I have my protein shake, because there is something I do want to talk about, and I wanted to talk about the fact of I hear so many people saying that they're collecting rainwater, the rainwater that they're collecting on their property. And they're collecting this rainwater so they can have extra water, I guess, for whatever is coming down the pike, so that we'll have water. But I was just wondering to myself, I have a lot of questions about that rainwater for those out there that are collecting rainwater. You know, rainwater, I'm just thinking, if you collect it in advance, you got to know exactly how much to collect, and you got to know how to keep that water, and you got to have something to purify that water with. You know, so I'm just sitting here thinking about all this and watching all this, what we're preparing for and how we're prepping and whatnot. Now, I have a well. I do have a well on my property, and people are telling me that if I got a well, I don't need to collect no water. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm still going to have to collect water to drink, because see, if they're talking about the power going down, see, this is when the preppers are prepping, and you hear so much to the point where you can get overwhelmed, and a lot of it is out of your pay grade, that you don't understand how to do a lot of this stuff. And you know, you may be by yourself, and as a female, you're not able to do all that lifting and dragging, and especially pulling on heavy things and whatnot. It can really break your body down to a certain extent. I don't know exactly how I feel about the rainwater situation, even though I know you can use that water if the electric goes out and whatnot to flush the toilets and things of that nature. I'm hoping that's what they're using this water for. They think about this water for, because I don't even know a whole lot about this rainwater. I've never really set to drink rainwater or any of that nature, so maybe I need to catch some up. Do y'all drink this rainwater? Is this rainwater safe to drink? I hear so many people that are storing it up, but they're storing it so different. Some people are storing it in dark containers, some storing it in light containers, some were adding chlorophyll tabs, I think. So when it comes down to collecting water and putting water up, y'all be careful if you don't know exactly how to store this water. You make sure that you get the knowledge or connect with somebody who actually has been there and done that and know exactly how safely to store this rainwater that y'all putting up, unless you're using it to bathe with, or to water your gardens, or to be able to, you know, have water for the animals outside or whatever. But for human consumption, I really gotta get some more knowledge for myself on what to do about this rainwater. Let me take a sip of this protein shake, y'all. I got chocolate Premier protein. That's cold. That's good. So I was just sitting there, and I was saying to myself, they're going to have to meet me at the well. They're going to have to meet me at the well. Because I just don't know about all this collecting rainwater, or what to do with this rainwater, or how to function with this rainwater. See, this is why you need some like-minded people around you, some people that are prepping. Because, you know, when you talk to people about prepping right now, a lot of people think that you're crazy. They don't even with what they see going on in the world today, it's more or less like, you know, they'll look at you like, you know, you're prepping for what, and you're buying all this stuff for what, you know what I'm saying? And you can only buy what you can afford, first and foremost. And then so many people are not worried about it because they can afford to leave. They're already packing their bags. They already got their plane tickets, their passports. They already got their mindset on living other places to leave the U.S. But then there are so many people that can't afford to get out. There are so many people that don't have that option to leave. There are so many people that, you know, don't know what, you know, just was born and raised here, so they don't really want to leave here. So you never know exactly what people's minds are going through in this time. But I know there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of fear that's going out into the land. Well, I come to tell you, fear not, fear not. Fear not, because like I said, you'd have made it through a lot of things. Because when you start moving in fear, that means you're going to miss the move of God. You're going to get, your faith is going to be shaken because you're losing your faith while you're walking in fear. So this is what the enemy wants. The enemy wants to put your mind in a fearful state to the point where you don't see the blessings that are coming your way. So do not walk in fear at this time. There is no reason for it. There's no reason for you to be moving in fear, because you can get up every morning. You're free. You're able to move around. You got the use of your limbs. You can begin to start some things that, start some new projects in your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as long as there's an ocean out there, there's always going to be fish in it. There's always going to be fish for you to eat. There's so much that's on the land, but you just got to know what's safe to eat and what's not safe to eat. But there's so much on the land that people can eat. And then you got to get connected with some folks that know how to grow some stuff, and you begin to grow some stuff. And like I said before, you got to be willing, ready, and able to share. You cannot just sit down and wait for somebody else to plant everything for you, and then you want to go eat when you ain't put in no work. You got to be able to put in the work and work with somebody. That's all I'm trying to say. I like just having your conversation. And you know what I love about being on YouTube? What I love most about being on YouTube is because I can sit here in my living room and I can have a full conversation. And I can talk about anything and everything that's on my mind. What was on my mind tonight was about the water situation. As I got to thinking about, how would I preserve water? How would I get water to have during these trying times, but storing it up now? What if things stay just the way they are right now for the next year? Is that water still going to be any good that you done sit there and stress yourself over? Can you add any more time to your life by stressing? Will that water that you collected now, will it be any good by then? Or do you collect it and start using it right now, or are you just collecting it to save it? So many people I see, they're saying, collect the water, collect the water, collect the water, collect the water. It's something to think about, y'all. It's something to think about. Just like, even though I just shop for groceries the way I always shop for groceries. And I do have more now than what I normally would buy, but I eat what I buy. I buy what I buy, but I eat what I buy. I truly do eat the groceries that I put up. I'm not just one that's hoarding a whole bunch of stuff and get overwhelmed. And then you look up, you done wasted so much money because you got stuff that's outdated and stuff like that. And it's hard to rotate it out when you only got 2 people in the house. It's just 2 people. I only have to feed me and my son. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I got enough to feed somebody else, and somebody else comes and they need to eat. I got enough to feed another person. But it's just a point that, hoarding right now and wasting a lot of money right now when you don't know what you're going to need money for, and you spend all your money. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all going to need to put some cash up. Don't just spend all your money buying stuff to stock up. And you got to know how to make things stretch. Even right now, I was sitting here and I saw a video earlier where a family pack of chicken. And I'm going to go to the store myself one day this week probably. I'm going to try to get there where I can do a video of the meat department in my local Walmart. And they had chicken wings, $30 for a family pack of chicken wings, maybe like 12 or 13 or 20 wings in the pack, maybe just a regular family pack of wings that you normally would buy. And I remember that family pack of wings being $5 back in the day, $7. And that pack of wings was $30. $30. So that means you're definitely going to get priced out of the meat bracket soon. Nobody's going to be able to buy no meat at that price. So I would advise you to get yourself a freezer, or get yourself an extra freezer. For all y'all ones that's got a lot of kids or whatever, get you some extra freezer and start stocking it up. Start stocking it up now. Because the prices seem like they're going up every month. Every month you go to the store, the prices are climbing on everything. Even cases of water. I remember you could get the 40 cases, the 40-pack case of water at Walmart was like $3 and something. I think it's like $5 or $6 now. Outrageous. And this is for water, y'all. Water in America. something that you seriously need to live. You're paying for water. Water bills coming in, paying for water. I mean, come on. Where else do they do that at? If you know some other place where they pay for water, please type it in the comments. At least let us know we're not by ourselves. Let us know we're not the only state that's paying water bills. I see why some people get so stressed. Because it just seems like there's so many bills you have to pay. And the bills don't stop coming. And now it's almost like they're creating bills. And I also was thinking earlier today, you know, about how much people are actually paying for not just water, not just food, not just rent, not just mortgage, and then the property taxes hit. And the property taxes that are inside of your mortgage, if they're hidden inside your mortgage, you don't know, but they're going up little by little all the time. All the time. Some people, property taxes are so high, that's how they, most of the time, they lose their place. It ain't got to be because of the mortgage or because of they can't pay their mortgage or their mortgage study going up. It could be just the property taxes can make them lose some stuff. We're dealing with a lot right now, y'all. That's how I know it seems like I'm all over the place, because my mom was all over the place today. And I was thinking about every little thing, because I just am one that wants the people to be okay. I just get so sick of seeing people stressed out. I get sick of seeing people not wanting to be happy, can't be happy. I get sick of people not being able to come together and, you know, just put some food on the table and just laugh and giggle and just eat, drink, and be merry and have a good time. I don't see why people can't do that to this day. It's just everybody's just in their own little corner, stressing themselves out, worrying themselves to death. In their own little corner, stressing themselves out and worrying themselves to death about stuff that they cannot change. Worrying themselves to death about things they cannot fix. So much is water. You're worried about what you're going to drink. You're worried about how your water going to look, how your water going to taste, how you're going to purify your water. I mean, it's just so many problems. And I'm waiting for somebody, me personally, I'm just waiting for somebody to send me a dinner invitation so I can go and enjoy myself. Because we can worry, I keep telling y'all, you can worry yourself to death and nothing else is going to happen. Nothing's going to change. You got to be the change that you want to see. You got to make that change. Nobody's coming to make it for you. You got to be the one to make that change. And you can make that change so you can make yourself happy. Or you can make that change, or you can not make that change and stay in that miserable land and stay in that miserable world until it consumes you to the point where you can't find your way out, and you start getting ugly in the face, you start getting sick, you start getting weighted down, and you'll look at this situation like it's the biggest problem you ever seen in your life, when it really is not. It truly is not. It truly is not. Because that's what they want you to be. They want you to be fearful, want you to be scared, want you to be anxious, want you to be walking around with anxiety, stress, and depression. And then you start wearing it on your face, and then you're sad all the time. It ain't got to be like that, y'all. It ain't got to be like that. It ain't got to be like that, because you're only one person. You can't eat but so much. You can't eat but so much. And like I told y'all before, sometimes it's better not to eat so much, because some of this is going to put a lot of people into good health. Because you don't need to be eating meat all day long. Some of us don't need 3 meals a day. We were programmed to eat 3 meals a day. We were programmed to do that. We were programmed that you need 8, 9 glasses of water a day. Sometimes, you know, you can get water poisoning from drinking too much water. You don't need a whole lot of water. You can drink so much water till your bladder gets heavy. It stretches you out. Now you need Depends because of the fact you can't hold your water. I mean, when I think about it, just meet me at the well. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can do that. Just go get great big old tubs and start laying them all around. I can get some 5-gallon trash cans and put them out there and collect some water. But, my thing is just meet me at the well. Meet me at the well, because I got a well outside, and I'm praying that, you know, if the grid go down or whatever it is, and I need to get some water out here in this country. There are so many people out here that living on well. I'm sure somebody got sense enough to put a pump to that well and put a hand pump on that well, and so we can get some water. You know, that's what we did back in the day. Back in the day, we used to go to the well to get water all the time. That's nothing new for me. That's nothing different. See, a lot of this stuff is just coming back around. It's just history repeating itself. history repeating itself because I know how to go to the well and get some water on, but the well we got now, I got out here, it don't have that pump where you can pump the water. But I'm sure with all these older folks, somebody knows how to put that pump on there to be able to get that water from the well. It's just simple as that. So maybe that might be what I need to look into, is just buying the pump. Buying the hand jack pump to be able to pump the water from the well. In case something happens, I can still get some water. Because it wasn't but about a year ago, I had them come out here and fix my well. They had to put a new filter all the way down. They came and redid the whole inside of it. You know, took the piping out of it, whatever, and put a whole new filter down in the well. And that was $1,900 later. But so I know I'm getting pure, good, clean water right now. So it's like saying, you know, it's just a matter of putting the pump on it and putting the hand jack on it and jack some water. That's what I'm thinking, because that's free. That's water coming out of the ground. So I'm knowing that, you know, somebody that in a desperate situation and we need water, if you got a well, I'm assuming you got water. I'm thinking, you know, I got plenty of water. Now, I may just need to get a little bit, collect up something so I can have something to drink in the refrigerator or whatnot. But I'm thinking I'll be all right with water. That's what I'm thinking. Now, if y'all think something different, if y'all know something different, y'all type it in the comments. How are you collecting your water? What do you think about your water situation? How do you plan to get water to your house? Keep water in your house if the grid goes down, if the electric goes down, or if the stores close down. How are you going to get water? Where do you plan to get your water from? Remember, they had us buy them survival straws. So many people probably got them straws where they can go drink from the lake. So what's your thought? What's your thought? I'm trying to talk slower, y'all. As y'all can see, I'm trying to talk slower so that y'all can follow me and follow my brain as it's all over the place, and just throwing some stuff out there just to make conversation so y'all have something to conversate about. And that's what we just need to do. We just need to conversate with each other. And I just think it's a beautiful thing to be able to just sit and conversate and get people's mind in a place of thinking that it's time to get started. If you've not gotten started prepping your house right now, you're already behind. You're already behind. So just make sure that you're taking the time to do what you need, to buy what you can. If you got a deep freezer, start trying to buy stuff to fill that deep freezer up. And once you got your deep freezer full and you think you're looking good, you're good to go, hey, it is what it is. You got something you can share with somebody, help somebody, cook some extra meals for somebody. You got everything you need right there. So with that being said, y'all meet me at the well. That's the only thing I can say about the water situation is that I got a well in the yard, and I pray that that's all I need. If that's not all I need, somebody please type it in the comments. Let me know what else do you think I need? How else you think we should be moving in this season? So for those that got wells, do you feel that you need to get rainwater? Do you need to be collecting extra water and this, that, and the other thing? Please let me know, because some of this stuff, like I said, I don't know nothing about this part of it. Because I can honestly say I was raised with a well and I was raised with a pump, so I never had to worry about water situation. So I am kind of lost, and if something's different going on today or what we need to do about the water, y'all type that in the comments. But I'm going to let y'all go right there. Just wanted to say good evening to everybody and pray that everybody is well. Y'all that have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. We uplift, motivate, and inspire. We'll share our deals as well. And we know we're solution driven over here. Let's try to get a solution of what we can do to help one another, to be able to speak life into every situation. And if and so you've not turned your notification bells on, please turn your notification bell on that you may be notified when I drop my next video. And if and so you would like to support the ministry, I do have a Cash App posted in my description, and I also would love to see you hit that super thanks button. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And let's talk about that water. Let's think about that water. Let's start preparing before we need it. Be blessed.